So let's get this up and going. So here we are. Let me go ahead and pop these back like this, because that's nice to do it that way. No, you're not. See, use a volume call. You're not blocked. You are fine. So yeah, you are all right. Oh, now your name pop up there. That's strange. Okay. So, all right. Today's topics, we're going to get this done, get this started. We're 7 minutes in, but I don't know how much into the actual starting of the show. But hey, this is like what we're doing today. And, hey, we want to do this. You can check it out on Twitch. It'll be in the video description. Just go to twitch.tv/CRChat. One word. Obviously short for Comparative Reasoning Chat. Yeah, we got some serious topics, and I don't create the topics. I just sit there and discuss them. I converse with you on them. It's what I do. It's how I do it. I was hoping Tazik or Conquering Thought would be here, but he's not. Not at the moment, anyway. Go ahead and check here. No, he's not. So I was hoping he was going to be here because these are the ones he was going to really like. This was some strange stuff. So I'm just going to get started. So here goes. First topic. Number 1. 720p, my true rival. Reduce it, man. Go in there and reduce it, because I don't have my bit rate on this is 2000, so it is real low. I mean, that's like 260 low. So the first one is, should the U.S. government stop the COVID-19 shutdown to soften the impact on the economy? So, by obligation, should, honestly, let's just keep it real. Should Trump stop the shutdown that's not even here to soften the impact on the economy? First of all, okay, going on the last one, you all know the economy is really just the upper crust only. That's all that is. It's got nothing to do with you having a job. The economy is the wealthy making more money, and they have to make more money, because if they don't, they look like failures. So should the U.S. government stop the COVID-19 shutdown to soften the impact? No. If there was a shutdown, there isn't. The states are doing it. Trump hasn't called for it yet. Trump has not called for a U.S. shutdown. If he had done that, instead of trying to bilk it and milk it for politics and stuff like that, then we probably wouldn't even have COVID-19 here. We most likely wouldn't even have it. He would have shut down things. There would have been no flights in, no flights out. Stay where you are, hunker down, stay safe, keep it out the country, and it would have had to come here through Mexico or Canada. Other than that, it just wouldn't be here. It just wouldn't. That's the first place. Second, as soon as it got here, actually before that, what would have happened was he would have not shut down the Obama-made organization to intercept these things in the first place. So he shut that down. Then he defunded the CDC by like I think $3 billion or $8 billion, is one of those two. And although it's $5 billion in between that, still he defunded it regardless. If he just said, "Look, I'm taking $500 from you," that's still defunding it by $500. Just keep that in mind. Defunding the Center for Disease Control is like dumb. So the economy, is it really that important? No, the economy is only as important as they tell us it is, and we are only holding it as important as they tell us it is. You know, do we need a financial economy? Because no one thinks about it in terms of that the economy is just money. The economy is just money going to wealthy people. So in all honesty, do we need a financial economy? Honestly, yes, but it's not regulated. It's the financial government part of this is not governed. So that's why there's more talk about recovering the economy, saving the economy, giving $4 trillion to these multinational conglomerates and big oil and big pharma, while hospitals, instead of getting $4 trillion, the hospitals are getting 1.3 to 1.5 billion, and everyone else is getting $1,200. And that $1,200 only goes for those that make $70,000 or less. So you can make $70,001 and you are suffering. You could use that $1,200, but that $1,200 in cases, some people cases, that's your whole mortgage. And in some places around this country, that's not even enough to cover half your rent. So just think about the good job that Donald J. Trump is really doing. But yeah, that's why we got states' rights. States can enact anything. And you know what the states did? They waited for Trump to say something. They couldn't wait any longer, so it was already, the pandemic had bloomed. We're still in the opening parts of this. People still got to come to terms with it. So, no. It's hard to answer that question because you would have to know by some measure that there is a COVID-19 shutdown, and there isn't. So since there is no COVID-19 shutdown, you can't stop it because, you know, and you know what's going to be the worst impact on the economy? All these young and old people that are dying. That's what's going to happen. All these people, these families that's going to have to use their money. They're going to have to use their money to pay off these, you know, morgues and cremation areas and burials, and they're going to have to, in a lot. There's going to be so much. That is the second phase that no one is noticing about the economy, when you have to bury your dead. And then the funeral business, they're going to milk you for money too. So on average, it's $5,000 to bury somebody on average. So even if you got $5,000 a month, you're probably going to need to use that $5,000 every month to bury somebody you know. So just keep that in mind.
Closer to $10,000 a month. Not a month, 10,000 average funeral.
The average funeral is 10,000. All right. So therefore, you gotta save up 2 months if it was that just to bury one person. So you're screwed. Tombstones cost what? About 5,000, 3,000, sometimes 20,000.
Depends on how elaborate you're trying to get, I believe.
You know, you want a tombstone with like 5 crowns and stuff on it. You know, you want to look like a king when you're dead instead of being treated like a king when you're alive. Let that sink in. All right.
I think that this will bring a whole lot more cremations.
Yeah, a lot more, because they have nowhere to put all those, you know, refrigerated trucks full of bodies since the morgues can't handle it. Thank you, Donald Trump. You're a great leader. And the rest of you Republicans. Anyway, next to the next topic. Next topic. Will the 2019-2020 coronavirus pandemic have a lasting social impact? No. No. it's not really having an impact right now. We're still in the opening thralls of it. Because right now, what has happened is you are sitting there at home. You go to the hospital. It's an honest, regular day. And what happens is you sit in the hospital room. The doctor comes in and tells you, yeah, you have stage 2 cancer. And anywhere, it doesn't matter where. You've got stage 2 cancer. And you have to sit there and ponder about that. What? That's in my body? That's what's going on right now? No, I don't have, there's no cancer in me. I feel fine. I feel great. I look great. I just went jogging or swimming or whatever, chilling with my friends. I just play video games. I'm healthy. I don't have cancer. So you got to go through the denial part of it. We're still in that phase. And then you've got people that's like, you got stage 2 cancer. All right. How do we start treatment? When? How soon? And don't give me in 2 months' time we can start treatment. No, let's get this started today. Let's get this started. You've got those people. Those are the people that are staying inside. Those are the people that are doing what they can to stay safe. Everyone else is in denial, so they go out to spring break parties. They go to church. They go out walking around and socializing like nothing's happening. They take their families out and they're probably contracting it and then giving it to others. Those are ones in denial and ones that just don't want to accept it. It's like you've got, right now, it's like, look, you've got airborne cancer. What you going to do about it? You know, was that what you damned about?
Yeah, airborne cancer.
That's what COVID-19 has turned into be, airborne cancer. What you going to do about it? Are you going to stay safe with it, from it? Or you're going to be like, it ain't going to affect me, because reasons. I'm not going to mess up my day for some airborne cancer. Because people with cancer now can't even get the treatment because they can't go to the hospital anymore, mainly because they don't have the money. That's what a for-profit healthcare system does. In other words, that's why Medicare for All is awesome. Because you can go and get treatments and stuff and you ain't got to pay out of pocket for it. The government will subsidize it because actually it won't even be the government, it'd be all the taxpayers. The same people that pay the governments those big $150,000 salaries a year, that's taxpayer money doing that. And the government gets money, kickbacks from these oil companies and stuff. Only today, honestly, did I understand what the term kickback mean politically. I finally get it. And when you do, you will be pissed off. But I did that in the previous stream. I might do it in a solo topic or something. But coronavirus pandemic, no, it won't. Because people are going to do this. Let's say right now, if everyone does what's right. Everyone does what's right. They stay inside. They don't spread it. And if they do have it and spread it amongst their own family inside the house, that's where they're staying. So they don't spread it to anyone else. They wear masks, cover up well if they got to go to the hospital. They have it. They're quarantined to the hospital. And they don't spread it anywhere. That's it. It stays with them. Let's say that happens. All it's going to do after that is once it's all cleared and they say there are no more cases, all that who have it has died, and the others recovered. No one's contagious. But those who have recovered, please stay in your house another 3 weeks. We will take care of you. Anyone else who has not contracted it, go to work, but make sure you sterilize the business up and down, wash your hands and stuff. Go out, socialize, do the right thing, but make sure that you do it safely, secure. Wash your hands. Try not to touch your face, and if you do, use the back of your hand or something like that. But people after that will say these pastors and stuff on TV, they preach the right way, and because of that, God saved us from it. And then you got others that'll say, see, it was nothing. It was only like 2 months. No one got, some people got sick. They'll gloss over it. Some people got sick, but they won't talk about, the thousands that died. that didn't have to die in the first place. You got others that say it was, well, you know what? It was go over in our history as a brief flu. You know, they'll say Trump was right. It was just a flu. It was nothing. Of course, some people died, but people died from the flu, so it don't matter. And it's the one thing that humans hate to do is learn. So, no, it's not going to have a long-lasting effect on the goldfish society. It's just not going to happen. Let's get to the next topic. There are only 3 genders. But that's a statement without even a sentence. I mean, a period at the end of the sentence. I guess male, female, and then hermaphrodite, which is a bad word, so I don't know. Dual sex, futanari, I don't know. Can't even call it dual sex. You can't even call it futanari because they are not that. So, and I'm not going to call one person a they or a them because that's dumb. I don't know. There are only 3 genders. The way people are functioning. Genders are not mainstream society. Only until they're threatened. So you got male, you got female, and then that's it for your gender and your sex. And it's all conflated. So there's really, you can't really say about genders, you know. In our home, we don't have gender roles and all that stuff. I'm not like, you know, see, it's not like, well, you're the guy, so you go out and provide, and you make the money, and if you don't make enough money, I'm going to ride your ass. I'm going to just scold you and humiliate you, or cheat on you with somebody that look like they have more money or can do it. No, we don't have that. We don't have the, you know, well, look, I'm going to go out and make the money, so you stay home and you wash, you cook, you clean, you look pretty, don't gain weight, or keep losing weight until you're about 85 pounds, no matter your height or anything, and no matter how unhealthy it makes you. You have to be thin, or I'm just going to cheat on you or leave you because that's your role as a woman. We don't have that because, truthfully, me personally, I find that weak. I find those people weak that do that. I find them toxic to society. You know, so in this home, do what you can. You know, Sidra can do all the woman stuff. I do the woman stuff. She has a masculine side to her, and I got a feminine side to me. We just live, you know. She's not the female unit, and I must treat her as such. And I'm not the male unit, and therefore she must treat me as such. We don't. So there are 3 genders. I guess there are. I mean, you know, that's obviously somebody's opinion.
You are when I say
You know,
you are.
I will bite that finger. So, okay. So, I guess we'll just skip over that one. Number 4, parents who don't vaccinate their children should be fined if the child gets a vaccine preventable illness.
I like that idea.
I like the idea too. Scary. I'm gonna tell you why. Because people, my thoughts are, if you don't vaccinate your child because you're gonna faith heal them, why are you allowed to keep your children? You know, why keep your children? It don't make any sense. But then they can say, okay, you whoop your child, so your child should be taken away because that's child abuse. And then anyone could argue, okay, so if I whoop my child for, like, literally outright being disrespectful, and no matter what I say, no matter how I try to divert it, the child will not change. So I gotta whoop that kid's ass. But I will lose my child for abuse. However, it's okay to teach your child racist stuff, bigoted mentalities, you know, tribalism, things like that, false nationalism. and your child goes out and spread that mess around, that's not child abuse? See, there's a limit to everything. Most of the time, when I was growing up, there were two types of I guess capital punishment. I guess that's what we call.
Capital punishment is being executed.
It's execution. Ah.
You're talking about corporal punishment.
Corporal.
Where you can get whoopings at school.
Yeah. Oh, that's school whoopings only.
No, just getting whoopings.
Okay, corporal. See, I thought corporal was like military, because nobody ever really. Okay, so corporal punishment.
Yes, corporal punishment. We are not executing our child on a regular basis.
If we can, we need to find out how she keeps coming back, and we need to do that. She needs to be our leader. It's like, we done killed her 5 times and she won't stay down. It's like, well, if you can't kill her, join her. So I would say that it's wrong to sit there and just, because, okay, look, when I was a kid, just to finish that thought, when I was a kid, corporal punishment, there were 2 forms of it. And that was, number 1, whoop your ass so you can stop messing up. It's like, look, this is how it went. Don't play around with the knives. They're dangerous. You can cut yourself. All right. Some knives. Yeah, knives is a good one. No. Don't run with scissors. That's the old school thing I can think of. Don't run with scissors. So the kid gets up, holds the scissors, like a little dagger, and runs with them. And, hey, did I tell you not to run with scissors? Yeah? Put them down. Don't be running with the scissors. All right. Put them down. 5 minutes later. Oh, I know what I can do. I can go make those cutout snowflakes. Run with the scissors. Hey, what did I tell you? It's like, what? I told you not to run with the scissors. Yeah. Why you keep running with the scissors? I'm not hurting anybody. They're just scissors. Just relax, chill. Man, you fall and trip and stab yourself, I'm in trouble. And I'm going to lose my child. Stop the bullshit. You know what? I don't care about the scissors anyway. Just throw them. At that point, you fuck that kid up. Because what you going to do? If you don't, and the kid just literally told you to your face, you have no authority over me. I don't care about your being decent and being nice. I will do what I want to do. And in this society, you can only do what you want to do when you got the money to do it. So, what you do? Because you see a kid running around acting like an asshole, what's the first thing any parent say? Well, that kid got no home training. That kid got no home discipline. What is wrong with that kid's parents? Man, you act like you was raised by wolves. The idea is to fuck a kid up so the kid don't grow up fucking up. That's the whole point. Then you got the other ones. Those other parents had a bad day at work. You did something that annoys me, I'm going to whoop your ass. I got into an argument with my girlfriends. I come home. I got to argue with you. I'm going to whoop your ass. Or the parents that got a really comfortable life. They're all right. But they don't have patience. And they only care for violence, and they take it out on the kid. Or the parent, which I have seen, the parent that I've seen that went through a messy divorce because she has no goddamn patience. So she goes through a bad divorce because she keeps losing her temper. Man leaves her. Probably cheats on her first because sometimes you just don't want to leave. But she's pissed. She's got 2 sons. All her anger she takes out on her boys. Now, quite honestly, I'd seen some other things before her father died, and she just might have been mad at men in general. She might have had some legit reasons to be mad at those guys, but not to take it out on the kids that she had. that had no chance to do anything to her, fat does nothing to her or anyone else. They usually get bullied. But when she says clean the kitchen and you don't get up and do it in the next 3 seconds, she's going to fuck you up. I've seen that. I grew up watching that. There's nothing I could do. All my friends, their parents were bullies. My mom and dad, they were like, leave me alone. If not, you're going to get bullied. That's how life was. So the idea for me is make sure you give them plenty of rope to hang themselves before you have to whoop that ass. Do other stuff. Punish them, take stuff away. Go through the gambit. I gave my daughter I think she had 9 chances, 9 things. It was multiple talks, and then it was take stuff away, multiple talks, take something else away, multiple talks, take stuff away. I mean, after about 3 or 4 days, I'm like, you want this ass whooping. And when she realizes this is gonna happen, then she act like she got some act right in her. So, and do you think that's really just for children? Oh no. And I know this is about preventable illnesses and whatnot, but no, this all links. Because when it comes to your government, your employers, it's the same thing. They're going to do whatever they want to do, how they want to do it, until you whoop that ass. So a socialism is how you whoop an employer's ass. He wants to run roughshod on you, and he wants to be abusive to everyone in the company and whatnot and be a dick. You leave. Everyone leaves. Or you go on strike for a little bit. You give them that. Say, hey, look, we don't like this. Stop it. That's not cool. You need to be better. Who needs the job? Who needs the money to pay their bills? Man, you better shut the fuck up and do right by me. And everyone says, I'm going on strike. I mean, everyone. And now the company looks bad. They're shamed. Well, no, see, what I won't saying that. See, what had happened was we had a falling out and things got, turned around and misconstrued. It's just a thing that we just got to work through, but we're going to do the best we can. This motherfucker's fired in 6 months. But we're going to do the best thing that we can for him, his co-workers, and the company. Again, that's what happened with Amazon earlier. Let us please have the good things so we can work better here. No, we're going on strike. Good. Now everyone goes on strike, you're fired. So, yeah. And all of this comes from parents who don't vaccinate their kids. Should they have taken away? Man, should it be fine? What's that going to do? What's that going to do? You fine them how much? How much? How much can you fine someone? Because, see, then they become afraid of, you're watching me, your big brother, you're looking at me and my kids. I can't do anything. Now I have to, because once you do one thing, they get scared of everything else. So now they're going to let their kids run roughshod, and they probably already do that anyway. So.
Okay. I would fine the parents $50 for every kid that gets sick that was in proximity to your non-vaccinated kid.
But how do you know that parent's kid? Okay, what Sidra said was she would fine $50 for the parents for every kid that got sick from their unvaccinated kid. So how do you know if that kid got sick from that parent's kids or some other unvaccinated kid?
Think about this.
Or did they catch it just because everyone else was catching it?
Okay, think about let's try something that you shouldn't get, like measles. People should not be getting measles. Folks been getting vaccinated against the measles for a very long time. Until recently when there was an outbreak because folks are stupid. But let's just pause on that. So every kid gets vaccinated for measles. And for some reason, your kid makes it into public school without getting vaccinated. I don't know how, because they get those shot records. But let's just move on. Gets into public school and they haven't been vaccinated. They go somewhere. Let's say you go traveling somewhere where there was a measles outbreak. Now you are parents, you're older school, so you got vaccinated against the measles because your parents gave a shit about you. But you're so afraid of the possibility that your kid will be autistic because of this vaccination, you don't get your kid vaccinated, and you go to a backwater village stand in some far off land, maybe trying to do missionary work. Kid gets measles, comes home, goes to school, and infects the whole class. You would know.
Yeah. Okay, I'm like, why you gonna? You got the mic. You gonna just shut up? You know what in the hell? And see, she would video bomb. Well, I mean, voice bomb. But the problem is, she ain't got no goddamn microphone. So she gotta just do what she gotta do. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm taking a quick, tiny little pause because I felt like LOLing right now. That shit was. I just looked at it and I thought about those people that just lose all their shit. Ah, okay, wait. No, pull that. There we go. Yeah. No, I like that. I like that. Starstruck body. Oh, my face is darker, but I don't give a fuck right now. That shit is fucking funny. That's funny. I like that. No, I'm gonna put it back because that shit is weird. That shit is weird. Okay, hold up. Oh no, don't close that. I don't want to be stuck like this. I don't want to be stuck like this. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. There we go. All right. That was my moment of experimentation. I could have done that any other time, but no, I wanted to do it then. Okay. So that makes sense. You know, fine. So let me know what y'all think down there in the comment section on YouTube or whatnot when after I post this one. So let's see. Next topic, number 5. Is Christianity compatible with feminism? No. You might want me to expand on it. Okay. So look, I can't spend too much time on this. Look, in the Bible it teaches women ain't shit. They're good for breeding, good for status on, look, I got all the bitches. Look at me. That's what's in the Bible. All right. Women that saw Jesus, nobody was going to believe him anyway, right? It says a woman shouldn't teach a man, a woman shouldn't do anything like that. That's what it teaches. Therefore, women ain't shit. That's what the Bible teaches. All right? So Christianity, is that compatible with feminism that says we are equal, we want equal pay, we want to be equal with everything that a guy can do? Is that compatible? No. So there you go. And if you think I'm wrong, do something that you haven't done before. Read your Bible. Try doing that. Read it. See how far you get. You know? All right. So let me know what y'all think about that. Let me know if I got things wrong in the Bible. If it doesn't teach that, then something's wrong because it's in there. A woman should not teach a man. All this other stuff. And there's worse. There's worse stuff in there. So read your Bible. Figure it out. If you don't read it and you think listen to your preacher or your pastor or whatever the hell, if you think listening to them is reading the Bible, it ain't. They cherry pick it. They give you things. They talk about it like I'm talking about these subjects. Except the thing is, I can give you nuance with what I can get from these subjects. There is quote unquote nuance in the Bible, and they will not tell you what that nuance is. They'll read you the piece, but not the whole passage. There's a lot around those little bitty quips that you hear. All right, so final one today. Should parents perpetuate myths like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny to their children? So are parents obligated to perpetuate myths? Ain't no one obligating shit. You do what you want to do. But there are consequences. Because when it comes to Santa Claus, what you gonna do? From birth to whenever, it's, you know, Santa. Did you see Santa? You know, do you like Santa? Did you write Santa a letter? Santa this, Santa that, Santa Claus, all this other stuff. And then you learn about the ain't reindeer and stuff, all that. You learn about the elves. And then all of a sudden at some point you got Mrs. Claus that might pop up every once in a while. And at some point, at some age, usually after about 13, right around 13, honestly, so 12 and up, you still believe in that? this motherfucker believe in Santa Claus. What the fuck? And you sitting there, no one told you because they thought you just figure it out. And now you look dumb as shit. Luckily, I didn't go through that. I was incapable of sleep waiting for Christmas Day. And I believed in Santa Claus. My thoughts were, I just can't catch him. I can't catch him. I tried catching him since I was 6. Couldn't catch Santa. Couldn't stay up when I was too young. Then I get about 10. I was able to stay up, but my parents could stay up longer. That annoyed me. 11. That's what, see, Transformers is awesome. Because I'm trying to sleep. I'm trying. I made my Christmas list like 7 months ago. I'm trying. Can't get to sleep. And I hear the shuffling. Now, Santa's supposed to come down chimneys, right? No. Don't come down chimneys. Can't come down ours. Because our chimney leads to the attic where it's cut off. It's just bricks. So, Santa ain't, we don't have a fireplace. And if we did, how'd he get in without burning himself up? You know, so, and I thought this when I was a little kid. I was going to get in without burning himself up. You're going to run through fire to get some cookies and milk? Wow. So, what do you, and I remember in school, and I was like, so Santa Claus get in and he's on fire. Does he use the milk to put him out and eat the cookies to be happy that he's alive? And my teachers thought it was funny. But see, I was trying to figure things out. I was asking them questions legitimately. So when it comes time, I'm sitting there like, all right, so this is what's going on. I hear the shuffling. I'm like, there that motherfucker is. Yeah, at age 11, I was like, that motherfucker's right there. So I open my eyes and I peek through the covers and I'm looking out at the crack of the hall and I see the shadow. I'm like, what? Let's see, I would break into a house through the chimney for a Klondike bar. So is that what you would do for a Klondike bar? You know what? We would both have to break into that house through a chimney. Because I would do that for a Klondike bar. Let's do that. This Christmas, we coming through your homes. Me and Mr. Mask Artie Pony, we coming through your damn homes. We gonna bust your shit up on Christmas. And you best have some Klondike bars on your ass. You hear me? Fuck COVID-19. Klondike bars. In your damn home. On Christmas Day. I'm going to fuck somebody up without they don't have a Klondike bar. I'll guarantee it. I'm known for it. You can ask everybody. Ask everybody right now that ain't got fucked up. They the motherfuckers that didn't have Klondike bars on Christmas. Although that was just made, but that's what happened to them last year. So, all right. My dad is taking Trypticon, the box, trying to carry this thing down the hall, but I think he had other stuff on top of it. So he's shuffling, and you can tell he's barely got a grip on the box. And I'm like, that's Dad holding my shit. That's the first thing. And I thought, Santa Claus couldn't do it all, so there are no elves. It's your parents. And then he went back and got some more shit. And so I was like, Santa Claus is lazy as fuck. I was like, he got my dad getting all my stuff. And I kind of just mellowed and I thought, them motherfuckers lied to me about Santa Claus. Ain't nobody gonna burn themselves up for no damn cookies. So, I felt stupid for a little bit. I went to sleep depressed. I woke up and I was like, these fucking liars. They lied to me. And so I'm looking at everything and, and they're like, man, Santa got you some of the stuff you wanted. I said, yeah, he did. I couldn't even sound happy. But for a second, though, I looked around and it hit me. Mom and Dad was there in this Christmas, which was very, very rare. And I just wanted my family there for Christmas because that's all I ever saw on TV. So, yeah. I was like, you know what? I got my parents here. And that's great. That's awesome. And then Dad had to go to work. He was working like 10 to 6, when normally he would work from 6 to 2, or he would work 2 in the afternoon to 11 at night. So he had weird schedules. My dad was a respiratory assistant doctor. So that's what and I was like, they lied, and I got a lot of other shit that I didn't ask for. That if you combine the price of all those things, they could have bought me all the stuff on my list and then given me the money left over to buy other shit. But I had to learn, I live in the South. You don't get shit here. That's the part I did not know. My mom and dad would shop and search around, trying to find the shit. Can't do it. They didn't have internet stuff back then, little peoples. Oh no, you had circulars and shit. And you had to see what was what was it, KB Toys, Best,
eventually Toys R Us.
Toys R Us. Yeah, eventually that came along. Toys R Us is already out, but we got it like 5 and 10 years later over here. Anything that cost like $10 over there in California was like fucking $20 here. So it was stuff like that. But yeah, that's how I learned out about that. And Easter Bunny, I ain't gonna lie, watching TV, seeing all that shit on Easter Bunny, and I'm like, I've never seen a 6-foot tall rabbit come and ask me what the fuck I want. Every other kid, Easter was like another Christmas or their birthday, and for me, Easter was, let's go get some eggs and not eat them because you're gonna get sick.
You didn't get an Easter basket?
I got a very colorful pink, yellow, lime green Easter basket that I carried around.
Wait a minute, you didn't get anything in the basket?
No, you got the Easter basket. You got some that fake grass in it.
Yeah.
And you get like a Cadbury egg or two, and you know that's about it. So then you gotta go get some eggs.
No man, I used to get an Easter basket and be full of all kinds of candy. I think that might have stopped when I was 7. I don't know. But yeah, and now Easter baskets gotta have toys in them. I was like, man, they got toys.
Nah, man.
Remember that girl got the one from your mom and had the big car in it, the big truck in it and stuff?
I remember. No, you wanted toys and stuff. That was special Easter egg hunts. And kids were very competitive to the point of fighting. Like, seriously. And I saw a parent knock a kid over. So, you know, I was like, I ain't going out there. You know? I was like, that's white people business. That's how I saw that. Because we went to one of them upper crust neighborhoods. And it was supposed to be a massive all-inclusive Easter egg hunt. So everyone from anywhere is welcome to do it. And the kids were running around, and this dude and this kid was going for this radio-controlled Bigfoot, and not Sasquatch, but the monster truck. And this kid was about my age. You know, I was 10 carrying this damn Easter basket. And the dude's running, and the kid's running. They're trying to get to it, and the dude just elbows him, just body checks him, and the kid falls over. The dude run over and get it, pick the truck up, take it to his kid.
Damn.
He fucked that kid. So yeah, it was magazines. Magazines, man, is what we had to look for shit. So yeah, I didn't go to that one because I didn't want to get body checked. That dude, his kid had a lot of shit. And there's other people knocking other kids over, getting their shit. And I'm like, why are the parents in this? So we left, and we went to the YMCA with their Easter egg hunt. And for that Easter egg hunt, there's still no rabbit. Matter of fact, I can't recall seeing a rabbit on Easter until I done gave up, and we done moved out here. Living over here is the only place where I've seen rabbits on Easter, and not one of them lays an egg, and not one of them came up to me and greeted me. So,
oh, you mean real rabbits?
Real, Yes.
Okay.
So when we go there, we hunt the Easter eggs. It's YMCA, all these kids, and me and this kid, this girl, we were eagle eyes. We just spotted shit and ran. If you watched us, we never slowed down. We just ran almost the whole time. And what happened was, I think I got like 11 or so eggs. She got the same amount, and we come back and turn them in. And the prize was a 2-foot tall chocolate rabbit, and it was hollow. It won't all the way. It was hollow. So, you know, they thought it would be best to break the rabbit in half since we tied, and the rules clearly stated that whoever comes back first with the most eggs wins the grand prize. Anyone else gets the second prize, third, fourth, and fifth. It was like 10 levels of prizes. They was hoping that most of the kids would win something. Because most kids, it's like 10 kids, maybe even 7 that went to the Y at the time. That's all you would ever see. The rest would be adults. Kids be in the pool or outside playing. So that was like that for all year. All last year, through the winter, through spring. So fuck it, right? So they was hoping that every kid could get something, and whatever's left over, they'll just give it to some random kid and they go home. No, a bunch of kids showed up. So it was a bonanza. So the fact that me and this girl tied was awesome. The problem is we had to split the bunny in half, and they didn't do it the proper way. They gave me the head and ears and gave her the neck and body. So that was not fucking half. And I didn't have anything of racial acknowledgement then. You know, I remember my mom saying, like, don't give that white girl all of that. Okay. She was upset. Mom was upset. I felt it was unfair. I was pissed off. And I heard these other people, these black people, they're like, like, why didn't they just cut the body down the middle? Why didn't they cut it actually in half? Why they gonna give that boy the head and ears and then give that girl like the whole damn body, that kind of thing? You know, basically it's like, if you're gonna, let's say cannibals capture somebody and they give, the darker cannibal the wrist and hand, and then the other person the whole damn arm. It's like, that ain't fair, especially when it's equals, I'm like, let's have some equal flesh eating out here. So, any case, sticking to shit like that is kind of what happens. And when people figure this shit out, when they figure out these things aren't real, they are going to feel dumb, and they're going to question you. They're going to be like, what else are you lying to me about? And that's going to be something. That's going to be some shit. But let me tell you a kind of happy ending. Let me tell you what happened. Because I broke one of the ears off, I gouged out one of the eyes, and I ate it. I ate it right there, but I was done. As much as I love chocolate, I was done because I'd already had a hot dog and something else like an hour or two before that. Now, while the judges awarded her the bunny and all that, her and her family, white guy, white woman, they came to me and said, that just won't right. They cut the rest of the bunny in half, and they gave it to me. And I gave her the remaining head and ear. So she still had more than me, but what I gave her, I didn't want, so I didn't feel like I left out. And so that didn't even instill any racial cognition in me. What it made me do was look at the judges and say, fuck your authority. I was already like that because of school, because of elementary school. But when that happened, I'm like, man, judges ain't shit. I was unhappy. So, but I was happy with them. I thanked them, and I never saw them again. And the little girl wasn't even upset. It was actually her idea because she thought it was wrong. She just seen me with this head, and she got all that chocolate, And then what happened? The mom came back and gave me some other stuff because there were things inside the damn bunny. There were other, so they gave her the bottom part with all the goodies and me the head with nothing in it. So yeah, they did right. And so because of that, I learned one thing. That white judge is racist, but that white family over there ain't. So not everybody is racist. Just the racist people are racist. That's what that taught me. That's what I stick with. That's the shit I learned. So you can't just lie about things that you can't prove are real or unreal. It's best to just sit there and just say, look, like we did with our daughter. Santa ain't real. Easter Bunny ain't real. God ain't real. Jesus ain't real. Ain't none of that shit real. If it was real, it could be proven. I said, look at me. I'm your dad. Look at her. That's your mom. Do you see us? Do we talk to you? That's real. If someone says something is real and that real thing does not happen in the way that they say it happened, obviously they're fucking lying, and it's that simple. It's that simple. I ain't got time for bullshit. Real is real, fake is fake. That's how I left it. So, yeah, this will pretty much conclude it for today. I got it up to an hour. I thought telling a bunch of stories and stuff would really help. So, with that said, I'm gonna close this out. I want to thank you, if you're still here, Mr. Pony and whatnot, for showing up. That was awesome. Very kind of you. And anyone else that will see this, listen to this on YouTube, I want to thank you as well. Leave your comments and whatnot. I might do some shows where I might read those comments and things like that. So that's all up to participation. And even on those, hey, you want to back up your claims and your comments, you're able to voice bomb whenever you feel like it. That's what we're doing here, live on Twitch. We're going to do this until it becomes either disrespectful or stupid. So with that, thank you. Nice talking, good chat. Now it's time to get into some Minecraft and other stuff. Thank you for listening.